I haven't heard one bad thing. Everybody loves it here. I almost feel like we're getting fucked. It's a good example. They're big, eh?
Yeah.
What's that?
The idea on the floor is very innovative.
Like tenant proof.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Like literally legit. Seriously. Someone's got clothes in there already. Yeah, they're all very different. Like the majority of these are in, you know.
Yeah.
But to have in suite laundry is,
That helps.
yeah.
Definitely. So I noticed there's no staging done. Is that property management?
Yeah, property management that does that.
They do that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is the fully staged though, there's only just a little.
This is,
things.
Yeah.
Usually they have like rugs and furniture.
They pay for that. Is that part of the contract or?
Very cool, modern, upgraded places. Nice little atrium here. Every single tenant that I've talked to today, the majority of them actually females. I'd say 70 to 80% of the tenants here are female. Mentioned that they're very happy with how safe this place feels.
He's got one right here.
Where are you going?
No base stations. Green bag and black bag.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
That's the station.
Yeah.
This was here, right?
Yeah, this is here. And it's something that you can see the letters up on around the parapet. It says HF, HF, HF. It used to be something with an architectural firm.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is.
It's huge.
Yeah.
No problem.
Full section line here.
Yeah.
Table.
Pool table. Yeah, that's huge, dude. They shoot down yesterday.
Yeah. Did I take it down the day after Christmas?
Oh, you did?
You know, decorations.
Yeah. Yeah, you went to New Year's.
I think the lights on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, these are nice fucking apartments, man. Like these are fucking
Monster big.
like stupid.
Ridiculously big.
Eh? And like clean.
Yeah. You know, there's just a pain to get rid of. You gotta wait till it's picked up and thrown out.
Like, dude, these fucking rooms are like,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, they're big.
You dry out.
Walk-in closets. Anton, what's this one getting?
This one. This would be 1,700.
Nice.
So,
It's a studio.
so this building's done a little different up top. What if this was added? Maybe this was the second floor added.
There's two different closets built at different times. This is the newer one. 63 had concrete.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually got a cool look, man, for a studio.
They're very
And it's big.
chic, or
Yeah.
what do they call
Yeah, you could just take video of stuff like this. You know?
So
we're a couple blocks from the property, and when you start seeing really nice homes like this down the street from the property, especially if the property's in a pocket that, you know, is gentrifying, that particular isolated pocket, this is something that we always look for. We want to see the neighboring areas, and we want to make sure that the neighboring areas, you know, are generally good quality. So we've got some pretty, you know, big hitters here, you know, Bank of America. So we're gonna explain to you why this is really interesting. So we've got a really nice development right here, newly renovated. Then right about here, it starts to get crummy, for lack of a better term. The property is right here. This is where the property is. You've got building number 1, then you've got building number 2 here, and then you've got kind of an odd submarket where it's, and then you got another, you know, you got Rise Midtown here, which is a really big syndication group that flips properties. You go a little bit further, you still got the same kind of feel where it's not the greatest feel, but as soon as you hit Indian School Road here, things start to change. Another thing that we just rolled up on right around the corner, you guys know I love when Starbucks is in the submarket of a property that we're looking at, because again, Starbucks isn't cheap coffee, and it tells something about the submarket itself. There's a Starbucks right around the corner. We got really nice views, more development going up right here. And I mean, look at those views with the mountains in the background right there. Amazing. So we've got, you know, in this little mall area here, Nordstrom Rack. Like I was telling you guys about the submarket, retailers matter. You got to go around in the submarket and look at what retailers are around. We've got like a Nordstrom Rack again over here, another entrance. But you've got LA Fitness, Banana Republic. I mean, these guys don't set up shops here unless there's a reason for it. All right, guys, here we go. Banana Republic, I wanna show you exactly what I'm talking about. We got Banana Republic right there. Coming up here, the same plaza as Starbucks. But we got LA Fitness here. And look at what we have right next to LA Fitness. We have got Whole Foods, which is exactly the same stuff I was looking for, and I always look for in submarket clusters anywhere I go. I want to see what retailers are around within, you know, a walking distance radius of the property that we're looking at. And this is exactly what I did with North Miami, and that's why North Miami is popping off, or at least one of the reasons is because these retailers that you see right there, Whole Foods back there, is one of the reasons why I have so much confidence in these submarkets when I come here, because they've done a lot of the market research for us, and they've qualified the market according to the demographics in the local area. So the fact that this pocket is still, what would be the right word? Not, I don't want to say crummy. That's a bad, that's not a bad word, but that's the wrong.
Slightly inferior.
Yeah, it's an inferior submarket to what we're seeing there. It's in the same submarket nonetheless, and it's gentrifying. So we're gonna drive back to the property. I'm gonna show you guys even more what I'm talking about. So we're here at the property right now. So we've got one building here and another building there. So it's actually two buildings. We have 3 parking spots per unit, with half of them covered, which is huge. Now this was an office building that was converted. So what you have is, you've got cement floors in all of the units that have been polished and refinished. And in between the units, you have cement, which is huge. That's a huge advantage for, you know, soundproofing. You've got all new meters, all new electrical, all new plumbing. Everything was literally ripped down, as you could see in the OM. You know, new fire suppression, new sprinkler systems. We can't get into the building now; it's on lock. But yesterday, I did have filming done inside of the building. So this is it here. As you can see, really nice, very, very nice courtyard area. It's a really nice building. Let me go back to the. What's that?
Walk it.
Do you want to walk? I don't want to freak out people. Do you want to walk it though?
Yeah.
There's nothing really to walk.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think there's one for every unit covered spot.
Covered
Look, we're at
spot?
28 right now.
Yeah. There's so there's 23 units. There's more covered spots on a per unit basis than there are units. Does that make sense? There's more covered spots, covered parking spots, than there are units in this property. Something I also like to look for is like really nice courtyard areas in this property. They did a nice job, eh, John?
They did.
They did a very nice job.
Original.
Yeah, very nice job with the courtyards. Some dog, dog waste stations, if you will. Yeah, I mean, just a really nice property, really nice vibe. Individual meters. There's a rub system for the water. They build back the tenants for water. There's no gas on the property for the units. We are in, Arizona, even though the nights are a little bit cool right now. It's not necessarily needed. They don't run very, high intense gas. Something else I look for, John, when I'm going through properties, is the quality of cars in the lot. So, we've got, Volkswagens here, we've got Gladiators there. Yesterday we saw when we were here after the work hour, so, more nice cars there. And nothing crazy, you're not gonna roll up here seeing Lamborghinis or anything, but you're not seeing, fucking hoopties here, right? So, which is also something that is very important that I look for. You've got a mailbox situation. I know management was talking about, what was management talking about yesterday, John? That might be a good situation
like
to add.
Like a barbecue area.
Barbecue areas, a little bit more amenities for tenants, a barbecue area, maybe even outlets or postal boxes for, larger ones, so that Amazon can deliver. Well, let's talk about the property a little bit. A couple things that are definitely worth noting. When we were walking through the property, every single person that I had talked to, there's actually probably about, what would you say, 75% of the tenants are women?
Yeah.
So with 75% of the tenants being women, this is a crucial question to ask them. Do you feel safe on the property, and do you feel safe in the area? And every single person that I asked said yes, they love the property, And yes, they actually feel safe in this market and submarket localized area. Nobody said anything, and everybody loved how close it was to everything downtown. As you can see when I was driving, giving you guys an idea of the submarket here, it's close to everything. It's walking distance to really everything. There's a bus station, as you can see, right there. There's a not a bus station, a bus stop right across the street. So very good location, 5 minutes from downtown. We're gonna go take a tour of downtown right now and show you guys how close it is to downtown. And again, I love how this little pocket here is gentrifying. I love how everything around it is changing, and we're getting into this property right on the cusp of this area itself changing. Something else worth noting, right here, right behind the property is an RV park, and that was purchased by a development group for right around the same price as this property, and they will be developing luxury condos right behind us. Couple of you guys might have some questions about, well, how does that affect this particular property and its ability to rent? Well, the fact is those properties over there are going to go for a significant premium over and above what these properties are going to rent for. You know, for multiple reasons. Number one, by the time that development gets finished, is going to be years down the road. And number two, this property was not necessarily a brand new build. So you have the ability to rent and produce profit at a lower rental rate versus brand new construction. Even though this property was, you know, taken right down to even more than the studs. I mean, everything was blown out on this property. You still will have an advantage of being able to, you know, offer much more competitive rent.
5 or 6 months. Yeah. Is there any concerns like with the neighborhood at all, or?
No, the neighborhood's been fine.
Yeah.
It's been fine. Yeah, it's very quiet.
It is quiet.
Really, eh?
It's very quiet.
You haven't
Nice.
had any loud parties or concerns anyway at all? Tenants are all pretty good, or?
Yeah, everyone here's nice. Everyone here's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
What drew you to the property here? Can I ask you that?
Sorry?
What was the main draw for you for the property here?
I think more of like the look, like
Yeah?
it's more like kind of like on the luxurious side.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Interesting.
I just thought it was more comfortable like that.
Yeah.
What's this area considered? Like, is it decent? Is it Midtown we're in right now, or?
Yeah, I would consider it like kind of like around like Midtown, Central Phoenix.
Are you
Okay.
from Arizona?
Yeah.
You are, so you
Nice.
know the area as well, then, eh?
Interesting.
Is it helpful being close to downtown, or?
I feel like it could be. I feel like in this area, it's easier to get around to like any place you want. Like if you want to go downtown, it's just right down the street. If you want to go like anywhere else, the freeway's right there, you know.
So great location.
Yeah, I honestly think so.
Interesting.
Are you guys trying to move in here? Or?
Yeah, we're looking actually for John's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're out of town, so we're just
Yeah.
trying to see if there's something like if
Yeah.
it's decent or not. But
Oh yeah, right here I think it's pretty good for like anyone like trying to start getting it's like getting into getting their own home, like their first home. So.
Interesting. Very good. Okay.
Because it is my first time getting an apartment, so
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty nice experience.
what's
Interesting.
in the back over here? What's this?
That's a trailer park, but I haven't had any complaints with them either. Like
No.
they're all like pretty to themselves.
Interesting.
Did you shop around for rent before you came here, or?
Yes, and honestly, this is one of the best spots because like other places they don't have like laundry, like their own laundry units.
Oh, okay.
Their apartment, this one does, and it's just an easier process here than any other place in my opinion.
Price wise, is it about a little lower than everywhere else, or?
I feel like it's just maybe like just around the same, maybe like 100 or 2 more, but it's
But it's brand new inside, eh?
You
So
get what you pay for here.
yeah.
Interesting.
And are they smaller units or?
They're pretty decent. My bedroom's pretty big, and then I have like a decent sized living room, and the kitchen, I feel like all the kitchens are the same size, and it's pretty big. So,
Compared to other buildings, like, is it smaller, these units, or same size as everywhere?
well, these units all have different floor plans. That's the thing that I learned here. They're all different, so like if you wanted to see like the exact one you wanted to see, you have to go and look at it. And they'll
I
show you
see.
which ones
I
they
see.
have.
Interesting. Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Very cool. Well, appreciate the info.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
You guys have a good one.
You too. But I mean, that's good news, man.
It
right?
sounds really good.
I haven't heard one.
No.
I haven't heard one bad thing. Everybody loves it here. I almost feel like we're getting fucked because I've never been to a property and had
Inside.
what?
Go inside that one.
I've never been to a property and had everybody love it. Well, what's it like?
It's the river.
Oh, that's the river?
Yeah, not the river. You know that
Is there water in it?
creek. Trails on each side of it.
Oh yeah? Is there water in it?
Yeah.
Yeah? We've got a hospital right down the street, literally a block down the street. And we'll turn right here. Get into the homes so that you guys can get a good idea of the quality of property in the backyard of the plate and place that we're looking at. So this is what we want to see. We like to see stuff like this. We want to see properties that, you know, people are taking care of. You know, John, do a quick a Zillow search. Find out what, let me get a good example here. Find out what, like, I don't know. Maybe like, I'm trying to find an address here. You know what, let's go to, let's go take a look here. Do 1405. I don't know what the street's called. Say 1405 Flower Street. $671,000.
Looks like it.
Holy shit. So we are $500,000 homes at least. Take a look at this one here. Go pop this one in there. 3312 Randolph. $800,000. John.
Nice house.
$800,000 right in the backyard of this place. See what I mean, guys? So this is why it's important to go shop the submarket, see what we got for home values. Okay, let's try to find something that's a little bit shitty. You want to call them?
Yeah.
Yeah, call them.
It's a number.
40. So this is something else that John likes to do, being a realtor. He likes to call. Well, it's this house right here is for sale. Well, first of all, find out how much that's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What's the address?
let's just do this. 3326. $615,000.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to call them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that still available?
It is still available, yeah. Would you like to see it?
Maybe I can get a little more information on it first. We're just driving by and I'm just calling off the sign. Like, what are you asking for?
gotcha.
Yeah, what are you asking for?
Yeah, 614.9.
Okay.
And it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home.
Any idea in the
And,
square footage
it
at all?
Yeah, it's 1520 square feet. And it's on a pretty large lot, so there's a lot of space in the backyard. If you wanted to drop in a pool, or it's nice for entertaining.
Right.
And then the house actually has been remodeled. So it was remodeled in 2018.
Okay. What's the neighborhood
I was
like?
in a coffee shop. So the neighborhood's great. I'm biased because I live in the neighborhood.
Okay.
It's a historic neighborhood. And this particular home is part of the greater, the larger neighborhood, but it doesn't have a historic designation. So if at some point you wanted to do anything to the exterior, you wouldn't have to jump through all the hoops of going and getting that approved.
Right.
But the neighborhood's really, really cute. If you're in the area, you should drive through it. There's lots of historic homes in there.
I see. Now, is it like the proximity downtown? I think it's relatively close, isn't it there?
Oh, it's so close. Yeah, I can get downtown in about 5 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. I mean, let me maybe go online, look at some photos, and get back to you.
Yeah, I can. If this is your cell phone, I can just text you the listing. You have photos.
Okay. So just out of curiosity, I mean, I'm looking at it for my daughter, and I'm wondering, we're considering renting as well. And I noticed that on North 16th Street, there's a couple units that are for rent over there. And I was just a little hesitant on the area for her. I mean, does it change a little bit when you get out that way, or?
Yeah. Are you from the valley?
No. Actually,
Okay. Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say. So the thing about Phoenix is kind of funny. Like, it's neighborhood by neighborhood, and what's nice about, there are a couple of like historic neighborhoods that are really nice. And what I can tell you about my experience living in this particular neighborhood is, it's people that have lived there. We have a lot of people that have lived there 20, 30, 40 years who are very protective of the neighborhood. And so if you drive just to the east of this particular home, you'll see there's a building that's called Hospice of the Valley.
Mm-hmm.
You may have seen that driving through.
We did, yeah.
And they have 24/7 surveillance and like golf carts that go around the property. And then the building that's behind the home you were looking at also has surveillance.
I see.
And so it's nice because while I find the neighborhood personally, in my experience, to be very safe, it's nice that to each side we also have like golf carts that cruise the neighborhood all the time and are always on the lookout. So it's a nice little extra, cushion that we have. But yeah, in Phoenix, it's like if you go north of Osborne, while it's a perfectly lovely neighborhood, you'll see that every neighborhood is just a little bit different. Right.
I see. Okay, so it's a little jewel in the rough here kind of thing.
Yeah, I would say so. I run, around the neighborhood. I run the canals. I've lived there for 6 years, and personally, for me, really enjoy it and think it's great. But yeah, I would encourage you to just kind of drive around that area and, kind of explore it. There's a lot of restaurants within walking distance, and you're really close to downtown. It's kind of nice because it's like quiet too in that neighborhood.
I see.
Which is surprising given how close you are to freeways in downtown.
Uh-huh. Okay, so just, I mean, maybe you could help me out then too. I don't know. I think the price on this one might be a little bit high, but for her. But I mean, from a rental perspective, there's a place that just got renovated on North 16th Street, and it looks really nice. Like, they just did a big conversion. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it or not, but it was an office building before, and they've renovated into 23 units, and there's a big sign in front now, leasing. And it seems like it might be a better fit, but just your opinion. I know there's a trailer park in the back and whatnot. Is there reason to be concerned there at all, or?
So you said it's 16th Street, and do you know what the cross street is there?
It's all blank. I think it's like Indian School Road, near Indian School Road there, or the building is referred to as Playton Place, and it's next door to Rise Midtown. They also renovated those buildings. Does that ring a bell at all, or?
You know what I could do? I would be happy to take a look at that listing for you and give you my opinion on that.
Well, it's not a listing. It's just like a management company that's renting out the units.
Okay.
I was just curious about what your thoughts on that particular location, if it's okay. It's just at the end of this road. Like, if you take Mulberry right down to North 16th, it's almost right there across the street.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the area. Yeah, I mean, you know, across the street to the north or to the east, the neighborhood feels a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live in either of those areas, so it would be hard for me to tell you for sure. But I can tell you that if that's something that you're curious about, you can definitely call the local police precinct, and I would do this,
Mm-hmm.
and give them the address and ask them what they can tell you about that area. And
Okay.
they'll be able to share that with you. Yeah.
I appreciate that. And just out of curiosity, how long has your listing been on the market?
It's only been on the market for about 2 weeks now.
Okay, so it's relatively new. And how are you guys finding your market here? Is it slowed down a bit, or is it still pretty strong, or?
It's actually changed in the past couple weeks. We noticed about a month ago buyer activity was picking up again, and we were all talking to each other about it, like, okay, are you seeing this? And then as of yesterday, we got a recent report out that said that, again, Phoenix is a seller's market. And it's because we have lower inventory right now. So it's been a really great time for buyers to get in, but yeah, it's balancing out now.
Okay. Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the call and for your input. And I wish you luck for the house. I don't think it's a good fit for us, but I wish you luck with the house and the sale.
Thank you. Yeah, and if there's anything I can help with, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out.
All right. Take care.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye.
What do you think? If she knew that area was bad, she would have fucking said something.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you live in here and not
know?
know? You would know.
Yeah.
If there's actually issues, you would know.
Yeah, I wonder why
You're gonna know.
I wonder why she
Like, listen.
call the police.
I live in Riverside, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a break-in, like, where the fuck was that? Close to Ford Street, on Ford Street.
Mm-hmm.
You know Ford, like off Riverside?
Right.
How far is that from my house?
Yeah.
About this far from here?
Yeah.
I heard about that the fucking day it happened.
Right.
You don't know that you don't know? You're
So
gonna know.
She would have known.
She would have known if there
We're
was a
in trouble.
problem. 100%. You know stuff. The reason why she didn't comment on it is because she doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about it, there's nothing to say.
Yeah. No, this is a beautiful little pocket right close to it. It's
Yeah.
like you said, there's some heritage designation in here too.
Yeah, let's go. You want to go back to that
Yeah.
other? Talked to a family that lived in the area for 30 years, and they said that the area is completely gentrifying. And one of the things that John does when we go and scope properties out in markets, he asks local people what they think about the property if his daughter was going to rent it, which is a great question to ask. And because people will be a little bit more conservative when they know a single young woman is coming into the area, things kind of change, right? If it was to be, hey, you know, are you guys looking to rent the property or renting the property or somewhere around in there? You know, us being men, it kind of changes the narrative when John asks for his daughter. Not only is it his daughter and people realize how careful they need to be in answering that question, but it's a single young woman. So that adds just another layer of, I guess you could call it, conservatism to underwriting the submarket and what you know, how we do it. And there's also bus stations on literally every single block here. You know, given the fact that we're 5 minutes from downtown, I've never seen so many bus stops within a couple mile radius of a property.